What's up, my people? It's Cash Sports again. Now, this is a sports channel, so let's talk some sports. Excuse me. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. Just Boxing Talk. We're a group of people that just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. You don't have to have a podcast, a channel, anything like that. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. All right. I see Cash Sports' other half is in the building early today. How are you, Cash Sports' other half? Haven't seen you for a while. Haven't seen you for about 15 minutes or so. Welcome to another episode of Cash Sports Boxing Talk. This is the Wednesday afternoon version. Thank Jay Hardcore for that nice introduction. Hard act to follow. Squeeze right in between hardcore boxing news and just do boxing today. Little Cash Sports. How was everybody this afternoon? We're just back for afternoon of boxing talk. That's all. I want to give a little update on the Japanese boxer that had the brain surgery in the fight from December 26th. He's still unconscious in great condition. His name is Kazuki Anaguchi. Yeah. What happened was he got knocked down 4 times during the fight, and he finished the fight on his feet. It was a decision, and he was having problems standing up in the corner after the fight and walking to the dressing room. Then they took him to the hospital, lost consciousness on the way to the hospital. The doctors did brain surgery on him, and he's still unconscious. He had a condition called subdural hematoma. Okay. And he's not regained consciousness yet. Not hearing too much about that around YouTube, though. That's strange. But I'm going to be giving daily updates on his condition. Now, he was a very talented amateur boxer. He had a record of 68-6. Made his professional debut July 2021. He's from Osaka, Japan. His last fight was his first 10-round fight. Okay, so he showed rapid progression in just over 2 years. Among his notable wins are the 8-round shutout against the former 3-time title challenger Jonathan Taccone in December 2021, excuse me. Followed by wins over Kanto, Uchigame, and Shori And like I said, I'll be giving daily updates on him. Kasutu Anaguchi from Osaka, Japan. Still unconscious from the fight. Mike Masick. How are you today, sir? Mike Masick in the building. There's Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more in the building. Got a lot of people early today. Coming straight over from Hardcore Boxing News, who just had another great show. And he'll be spinning the block and returning at 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah. Now, the profile for today will be Barbara Buttrick, a pioneer of women's boxing. And she also founded the Women's International Boxing Federation. Going to talk about them a little bit. And then it's we have, of course, everybody knows about the WBA, IBF, WBO, WBC. But there's also a Women's International Boxing Association. And I'm going to talk a little bit about them since we're delving a little bit into women's boxing today. Yeah. And then we're going to look at a little history of the middleweight division. Okay, when it was started and current champions, the current rankings, all that kind of stuff. And of course, we got boxing this weekend. Virgil Ortiz returning to the ring. I think his opponent is Frederick Lawson. Yeah, I don't know too much about Frederick. Yeah. But so far, it looks like it's a go. You know, Virgil's last two fights, you know, he had trouble making 147, and then that little sickness kept flaring up on him. He did get the one against the first one in, but the last one against Stanionis was canceled. But it looked like this one is going to be a go. We're in fight week. I guess the final press conference is tomorrow, and the weigh-in Friday. So I think it was just Virgil just needed to go up to 54. You know, kept trying to squeeze himself down into 147, but sometimes you can't do it, and your body will let you know. You know, no matter how bad you might want to stay in a weight class or whatever, your body's gonna let you know it's time to move, and that's the situation for Virgil. So he's at 154 now, and yeah, that's the best weight class for him. How is everybody this afternoon? 3 days into the new year. It's back to business as usual for everybody. The work week is back to normal. The holidays are over. And here we go. Yeah, it's really odd though. I keep saying this. You know, it's Wednesday, a fight week, and Arnold Barboza and Sergey Derevyanchenko still has opponents to be announced. What's up with that? Can't get over that, man. What's up, Al Booker? Al Booker in the building. Salute to Al Booker. Let's get started. We're going to be doing a little history lesson very shortly. I'll let a few people come in. Everything's good, Al Booker. I was just wondering about that situation with Arnold Barboza and Sergey Derevyanchenko to be announced. I mean, it's Wednesday. You don't know your opponent yet? Even more so, the opponent don't know who he is. They're going to show up Saturday. I'm here. I just don't understand that. And I checked like 3 different places, 3 different schedules, and they all have to be announced. Yeah, everything's good, Al Booger. We're going to be talking about Barbara Budrick today, a pioneer of women's boxing. I thought it was only fair to profile some women boxers too. You know, they're a big part of the sport. And right now, they're the ones giving us the bigger fights, you know. I mean, on a more regular basis than the men. The women don't take 3 or 4 years to make them. They just get in there. Look at Franchon and Shadeja. After the fight with, after Shadeja and Savannah Marshall couldn't fight, they immediately made Shadeja and Franchon. The men don't do it that way. They would have hemmed it hard another year. Then finally fought some C-level fighter. But the women, Shadeja and Savannah couldn't fight. Went immediately to another A-level fighter, Franchon, and got it on. Okay. So, you know, salute to the women. They are doing their thing. But overall, we had a great year, and 2024 promises to be another one. Starting out nicely. We got the big heavyweight. I think it's undisputed. I keep hearing rumors about Usyk vacating the IBF, but nobody's heard anything about it. But I heard a rumor that AJ and was it Herkovic? One of those guys might be fighting for the IBF. So I thought Usyk had it. I thought the heavyweight fight was for undisputed in February. So I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Remo? Remo in the building. Salute to Remo. One of our hardcore members of the JBT. Yeah. Yep. He is advanced from casual status to hardcore. Remo. What's up, Remo? How you doing today? Following straight behind Jay Hardcore from Hardcore Boxing News today. Like I said, a hard act to follow. They got me squeezed in between Hardcore Boxing News and Just Do Boxing. Little old me. But I'm going to do my best. That's all I can do is my best, right? We're going to be talking about Barbara Budrick, a pioneer of women's boxing today, in a few moments. For the people just came in, the Japanese boxer had the brain surgery done after the fight on the Monster Inouye. Marlon Tapala's card is still unconscious. Hopefully he'll recover from that. Was knocked down 4 times during the fight. Had trouble standing in his corner after the fight and walking to the dressing room, so they took him to the hospital. And that's how his condition is right now. He had a condition called subdural hematoma. Okay. You know, the head is not meant to be punched on like that, but that's part of our sport, you know. The unfortunate part of it. These things happen. What's up, Lonnie Lee? Lonnie Lee in the building. Salute. Oh no. I said growing channel yesterday, Remo. You must have left out too soon when I closed. I didn't say small. I said growing channel. And said your name afterwards. Yeah, you left too soon. Okay. Make sure you watch the ending today. Lonnie Lee, welcome to Cast Sports Boxing Talk. How are you today? You was at work last time. We talked in the hangout. Everybody's off now, which is good. Where are you, at the red light, Lonnie? Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Barbara Buttrick. That will be our profile for today. Pioneer of women's, one of the pioneers of women's boxing. We're going to talk about Layla Ali tomorrow, by the way. So I throw a couple of women boxers in there. They are a very big part of the sport. Okay. And they're the ones that's been giving us the biggest fights consistently. Now, the men give us the big fights, but the women give them to us consistently. Seems like every time the women have a fight, they're unifying something, or it's for undisputed, you know? The women get in there and get it done. What's up, Aunt McQueen? Aunt McQueen is in the building. Attentive Aunt McQueen. Appreciate Aunt McQueen. He always coming up here on the panel, helping me out. Keeping the show flowing along good, as he did yesterday. Remo, too. Can't forget Remo. One of my regular panelists. And I'm going to drop the link later on in the show. So we can talk some boxing. Just boxing talk. That's all it is. You know? From the Just Boxing Talk community. You know? And this is our channel. Where we can talk boxing. One of them anyway. One of our channels. Yup. Okay, Barbara Buttrick. Is it time? Yeah, it's time. Barbara Buttrick is a retired British boxer. And she was a world champion in women's boxing during the 1940s and 1950s. Like I say, one of the pioneers in women's boxing. Jay Hardcore says she had to be able to fight with a name like Buttrick. Oh, man. She was originally from England. Like I say, she's considered one of the pioneers of women's professional boxing. She was born in Cottingham, East Riding of Yorkshire, England, 1930. Before boxing, she became a shorthand typist in an office in the West End of London. So she was working in London, in the office. She's known as the Mighty Atom of the Ring, or Battling Barbara. She's 4 feet 11, 98 pounds. And she ended up being the world's unbeaten flyweight champion, 112, and bantamweight champion from 1950 to 1960. Now, she started her career in 1948. And she used to tour England with carnivals as a bantamweight in the boxing booth. Okay. Now, she came to the United States in the mid-50s and joined the carnival circuit over here. But she left because the American carnivals were rough. The American carnivals were rougher than the ones in England. Okay. Then after she left the carnival in America, she started fighting professionally in Canada, Chicago, and Southern Florida. One of her fights in Canada became the first women's fight to be broadcast on radio. Okay. So she was part of the first women's fight broadcast on radio. Yeah, Al Booger. They started putting them on sideshows in carnivals. Yeah, that's how Barbara Buttrick got started. Okay. In 54, she fought in the first women's fight that was broadcast on radio. 1957, she moved to Dallas, Texas. Her and Phyllis Kugler won the first boxing license for women. 1957. That was when the first women got boxing licenses in the United States, 1957. And her and Kugler fought for a world title in San Antonio that year. Buttrick won a unanimous decision, making her the first women's boxing champion in the United States. And by that time, she had fought over 1,000 exhibition fights with men. Okay? And she had fought 18 professional women's fights, only losing one. Where she was the one she lost, she was fighting a woman that outweighed about 33 pounds, and plus she had the flu. And like I was saying, they said it's allegedly. Like I was saying, she fought those 1,000 exhibitions against men. Here it says she allegedly fought many exhibition bouts against male opposition. Okay. She ended up with a professional record of 30 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw when she retired in 1960. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow. Okay, after she was out of the ring, about 15 years, she briefly returned in 1977. Briefly. After boxing, she founded and became president of the Women's International Boxing Federation, which is a major sanctioning body of women's boxing. Okay? Okay. The Women's International Boxing Federation is one of the more recognized world championship fight sanctioning body organizations for women. Okay. Founded in March 1989, it is based in Miami, Florida, and presided over by Barbara Buttrick. The WIBF is not associated with the similarly named International Boxing Federation, or IBF. Okay. Now, her last known residence was in Miami Beach, Florida, United States. Old school. What's happening? William Old School Durant in the building. Did you see you in the hangout this morning, Old School? Probably didn't know he was on. He started late. He had a doctor's appointment. Yep. I came in about 12 o'clock, just happened to see him on. I was setting up my show, and then I went on to surfing a little bit and saw Jay on. I was like, what? Yeah. But salute, William Old School Durant. What's happening? Talking about Barbara Buttrick. Almost finished. Honors and legacy. In 2014, Buttrick was inducted into the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So the women have a separate from men. In 2016, it was announced that a stage play based on Buttrick's life, Mighty Adams, by Amanda Whittington, would be premiered in Hull as part of the city's UK City of Culture celebration in 2017. In 2019, Buttrick became one of the first 3 women boxers and the first English women boxer. Excuse me. Hello? The what now? Okay. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Excuse me, I got my cord all tangled up in my chair. Okay, here we go. I was backing away from my desk. I got my cord all tangled up. Okay. In 2019, Buckley became one of the first 3 women boxers and the first English woman boxer elected to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Okay. So women have their own separate boxing Hall of Fame, but they also can be inducted into the men. Because remember, she went into the Women's Hall of Fame in 2014. So she went into the International Hall of Fame in 2019. In 2019 was the first year that women were on the ballot, by the way. Yeah, okay. So that's it for Barbara Buttrick, okay. Now they have another, I want to talk about this other sanctioning body for women because I know everybody knows about the IBF, WBA, WBO, WBC. But this Barbara Buttrick founded the Women's International Boxing Federation, but there's also a Women's International Boxing Association. I just want to touch on that right quick. You know, I don't want to leave nobody out. Since we're on women today. And tomorrow will be Layla Ali, by the way. That will be the profile. Bear with me for one moment. That was Thomas Hill that called, by the way. He said he couldn't log into his account or something. So he need to get rid of that busted up phone, Thomas Hill. A salute to Thomas Hill. One of my staunch supporters. And a big time supporter of the JBT. Thomas Hill. I did Murderous Row yesterday too, Thomas Hill. I was wishing you was here because I know you know a lot about that Murderous Row. I was hoping you would help me, but you didn't come in that day. I should have called you and told you. That was my bad. So maybe we can talk a little bit about it at another time. We're going to touch on the Women's International Boxing Association real quick. What's up, old school? Good to see you. I know you come in when you are not busy, you know, and I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Women's International Boxing Association. What you say, old school? He got an Obama phone. Oh, man. Oh, he can hear us. He probably couldn't read that. So Thomas Hill, William Old School says you need to get rid of that Obama phone. Okay. Women's International Boxing Association. Okay, it's a sanctioning body for women's professional boxing, which came into existence in July 2000. And it quickly grew into a major force in women's boxing. Okay, headquartered in Cooper City, Florida. Okay, little quick history on it. Okay, so the WIBA was officially founded by American Ryan Wissall and Colombian Luis Belo Diaz. Ryan Wissall is the president and owner of the WIBA. Belo Diaz heads the Universal Boxing Council, UBC. That is an obscure men's sanctioning body headquartered in Belo's hometown of Cartagena, Colombia. Yeah, I never heard of the UBC. Now, the UBC is a separate entity from the WIBA. Now, the WIBA considers itself a respectable championship organization for a number of reasons, okay? The WIBA has received praise for their accurate and up-to-date ratings. but the quality of WIBA title fights is inconsistent. A number of highly talented boxers have held WIBA titles at some point in their career. Now, they've had title fights in Asia, Europe, South America, and the Caribbean, in addition to the USA. It's very geographically balanced, having champions and title fights in many parts of the world, and giving opportunities to female fighters all over the globe, truly opening up the sport worldwide. WIBA, I never really heard too much about them, though. WIBA is also credited for several firsts in the sport. Wow. They were the first to establish a 102-pound division for women's boxing, citing the need for a smaller weight class for female boxers. Okay. They also credited for legalizing women's professional boxing in the Philippines. Okay. Women's professional boxing was not legal in the Philippines, despite the fact that the island nation has a strong amateur women's boxing team. And that's crazy, yeah. The Philippines always have a strong amateur team for women. But this IBA finally got it legalized down there. Now, Ryan Wissell, the president of the WIBA, worked with the Games and Amusement Board, who oversee all professional sports in the Philippines. And he got the laws changed to allow women to box professionally there. Okay? They also were the first sanctioning body to sanction a title fight, male or female, in Guyana and in Macau. Stop it. Oh. Let me sit down. The WIBA rates all worthy professional female boxers, including champions of other sanctioning bodies. WIBA also encourages unification bouts with other major women's sanctioning bodies, like the IWBF, WBA, WIBF, and the WBC female title. WIBA's current and former champions include Layla Ali, Jackie Frazier-Lai, Ann Wolfe, some big names in women's boxing, Letitia Robinson, Gina Guidi, Samya Nani, Kara Rowe, Chevelle Hallback, Maribel Zarita, Rhea Renarine, Emiko Reka, Marcela Acuna, Ada Velez, Anita Christensen. Some real big names in women's boxing. WIBA. Wow. Interesting. I've never really heard of them, to tell you the truth. But they seem like they're pretty big time in women's boxing. WIBA. Let's take a look at this middleweight division real quick. Okay? Just a brief history of the middleweight division. Because starting Friday, I started just doing a little history of the weight classes and just looking at each weight class, a different one each day. Today will be the middleweight. A little history of the current champions and the rankings. And I've been using the Ring Magazine ranking, and I think they've been pretty on point, you know. You know, Ring Magazine is owned by Oscar, but like I said, I'm not gonna hold that against them. Yeah, but their rankings have been pretty on point. You know, I've looked at heavyweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight, and super middleweight, and the rankings are pretty good, I think. What y'all think? The people that saw me, that heard the super middleweight rankings yesterday. As a matter of fact, let me do something. I think I got the super middleweight rankings close by. I'm gonna give you them again real quick, if y'all don't mind. Yesterday was the 2nd, right? Where are you? Oh, here it is. Super middleweight rankings from Ring Magazine. Of course, the champion is Canelo, right? Undisputed. Okay, ranked number 1, David Benavidez. Number 2, Christian Mbili. Number 3, Caleb Plant. 4, David Morrell. Now I would flip-flop them. I would make Morrell 3 and Plant 4. And Morrell and Mbili, 2 and 3, yeah. Could be either or. That's the only one I disagree with. I would have Morrell 3 and Plant 4. Okay. 5, they had John Ryder. 6, Eric Bazinian. 7, Vladimir Shishkin. 8, Diego Pacheco. 9, Jamie Munguia. I don't know if he's for that super middle. I think he got his first fight at super middleweight coming up, right? Against Ryder. Or has he fought there before? I don't think so. He's fighting Ryder this month. And at 10, they had Edgar Berlanga. They must really didn't have anybody else to put at 10, I guess. I don't know about Edgar. But I think those are pretty good. Okay. Now we're taking a look at middleweight, right? Mike Rhyme. What's happening? Mike Rhyme in the building. Salute to you, Mike. Excuse me for one momento. There we go. Well, I only got 11 likes. My likes have been slipping lately. Oh, I know why. I didn't give him my 3 that I usually have 3 that I put on there automatic. Well, 6. 6. I didn't do that. So we really got like 17 when it's all said and done. Okay, the middleweight division. Quick look at it. I think I'm gonna have to drop the link early today. All right. In professional boxing, the middleweight division is contested above 154 pounds and up to 160 pounds. Can't go over 160, right? Yeah, you're right, Al Booger. One of those Obama phones come in handy in a pinch. Yeah. I'm gonna take the 5th on that. They do come in handy in a pinch. Okay, yeah. Above 154 and you can't go over 160, right? Early boxing history is less than exact, but the middleweight designation seems to have begun in the 1840s. Wow, 1840s. In the bare knuckles era, the first middleweight championship fight was between Tom Chandler and Dooney Harris in 1867. Okay, Chandler won, becoming known as the American middleweight champion. So Tom Chandler is known as the first middleweight champion in 1867. Okay, now the first middleweight fight with gloves on may have been between George Full James and Jack Dempsey. Not the Jack Dempsey, this is a different Jack Dempsey, not the heavyweight champion. Okay, no relation to the first Jack Dempsey. And yeah, that's who it was thought to be between. They didn't give me a year. First middleweight fight with gloves on. That was 1867, bare knuckles. Okay. The first middleweight fight with gloves may have been between George Full James and Jack Dempsey. They didn't give me a year though. But that's not. I'm not talking about the Jack Dempsey that fought at heavyweight. Now, current world champions. Yeah, bare knuckles. not the bare knuckles. Al Booger, not the one that used to be in the chat. I don't know what happened to him. Anytime you see any of these new names, that could be him. Because he had about 10 different names. So he may be in here. I don't see no new names today. Okay, I was talking about bare knuckles boxing. He was supposed to put us down with bare knuckles boxing too. I was looking forward to that because I don't know anything about bare knuckles boxing. I was really looking forward to his channel because that's what it was going to be about. Maybe I'll do that one day. Do a little history on bare knuckles boxing. Yeah. Since he didn't do it, I'm not stealing his idea. He never went through with it, right? So yeah, I think I'll do that one of these days. I'm really because it really started back up strong about 2018. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Alberga, you never know. Every time I see a new name. Okay. Now the current world champions in the middleweight division is as follows. Erisland Lara has the WBA strap. Jamal Charlo still has the WBC. Janabek has the IBF and the WBO, right? Janabek still has it. Yeah. IBF and WBO, yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at the rankings. And these are from Ring Magazine. I think they're pretty much on point, if you ask me. Okay. Now, current world champion, they have vacant. They don't have anybody as the current world champion. Ranked number 1, they have Janabek. Number 2, they have Carlos Adames. And Jay was talking about a fight between Adames and Boo Boo. I think that would be good. That'd be a good bounce back for Boo Boo if he could get that win. Being stopped by Benavidez. A win over Adames would be a very good bounce back fight for him. So I like that fight. I like that. Andrade and Adames, yeah. What y'all think about that? Andrade and Adames. I like it. Yeah. But anyway, where was it? Adames was 2. Lara was ranked number 3. Oh Lord. Here come this name. Sergey Derevyanchenko. I think I did Derevyanchenko. Yeah, I ain't do bad. I say it so much, I'm starting to get it. Is that right? Derevyanchenko. Anyway, Sergey is 4. 5 is Chris Eubank Jr. 6 is Nursultanov. Vadim Nursultanov. Okay. He's Russian, right? I think. 7 is Elijah Garcia. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen any either, Alberga. I know you got to be a certain kind of person that bare knuckles, man, because even before the fights, they all swollen up and black eyes and scarred up from the last fight. So these 2 women, they was there with the referee in between them giving the instructions. And one jaw was sitting out like 3 inches from her face. The other one had a big black eye. They hadn't even fought yet. That was from the last fight, man. So you got to be a different kind of person to engage in that bare knuckles, man. I really was looking forward to that, man. Yeah. And I'm going to have to check into that, man. Those bare knuckle fighters are different, man. Yeah. Okay. Elijah Garcia was 7. Felix Cash ranked number 8. Liam Smith ranked 9. I probably would have had Liam a little bit higher in front of a few of those people I just named. Yeah. And Hamza Shiraz is 10. Yeah. That's the middleweight rankings. Austin Trout doing bare knuckles, and wow. I did not know that. Okay. Austin. Yeah. But see, I heard bare knuckles got started back up good in 2018. Yeah. I didn't know Austin Trout was doing that, though. Hats off and salute to Austin, man. Wow. Because that is a serious sport. That'd be a knuckle. It's not a joke, I tell you that. It is not a joke. It's good to see Virgil Ortiz back in there this weekend. He's been out over a year. You know, he had that sickness, whatever that was. I think it had something to do with keeping on trying to squeeze down to 47, because it was obvious it was time for him to go up, you know. That says bare knuckles boxing originated in the 17th century in England. And it differs from street fighting because it has an accepted set of rules, right? Yeah, Remo, I agree. It's a different level of crazy. I was looking at it real quick. I'm going to save a whole day for that, though. I just want to look at the modern bare knuckles boxing. Okay, he says, after more than a century, bare knuckles returned legally in the UK on June 29th, 2015. Okay, it was promoted by Joe Smith Brown and Jim Freeman. Said they had, by law, fighters have to wear hand wraps in order to compete legally. Now I see them with the hand wraps, but the knuckles are bare. Yeah. So when you get hit, you're getting hit by bare knuckles. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do a little thing on that soon. One of these days soon. Maybe Friday. Yeah. Okay. In 2022, it says England had the first legal female bare knuckles fight in the modern era. It was in Wolverhampton, sanctioned and governed by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. What? One girl knocked the other one out in the first round. Yeah, bare knuckles is back. Here's the rules. Okay. Fighters are permitted to wrap and tape the wrist, thumb, and mid-hand. No gauze or tape can be within 1 inch of the knuckles. Okay. You can tape your hand, but you can't have any kind of tape or gauze within 1 inch of the bare knuckles. Right. Fighters will toe the line. There are 2 lines 3 feet apart in the center of the ring where the fighters will start each round. Okay, so you come, yeah, that's just like the old days when they was called boxing. You come toe the line and start the ring off. The front foot has to be on the line, and the referee will instruct the fighters to knuckle up. It indicates the beginning of the round. Knuckle up. Punches are the only strike allowed and must be with a closed fist. No kicks, elbows, knees, or grappling. Way back in the old days, you could do all that stuff in boxing. Kick. Casual corners, bare knuckles edition. Yeah, you could kick and throw the person down and all kinds of stuff back in the day. In the clinch, the fighter may punch his way out with the open hand. If there's a 3-second full in action while clinching, a 3-second lull in action while clinching, the referee will break the fighters. Okay. It's not like boxing where sometimes the referee step in immediately. They clinch. If you clinch for 3 seconds, then the referee step in. But you had a chance to fight your way out of it before that. Very interesting. Bare knuckles. Wow. I don't want to give everything away because I'm going to do a show on this soon. Maybe Friday. Talk about bare knuckles fighting. Yeah. Since Bare Knuckles didn't do it. All fighters are expected to give 100% effort and behave with complete sportsmanship. Okay. Police Gazette. Okay, here's some title holders. The heavyweight champion is Arnold Adams. Cruiserweight is Marco Martin Jack. They got the same weight classes as boxing. Kimbo Slice made America love it. Okay, I heard of him. Kimbo Slice is Bare Knuckles Remo. Okay. Light heavyweight champion is Lorenzo Hunt. Let's see if I see Kimbo Slice. They don't have a. Okay, I see. They don't have those what they call them, the tweener classes, tweener divisions, like junior or super. Bare Knuckles don't have those. Boxing didn't always have those either. Okay. Bare Knuckles don't have the tweener divisions. Okay. You know, they're just straight middleweight, welterweight. You know, middleweight is Barry Jones. Welterweight is Seth Schaefer. Lightweight is Louis Palermo. Bantamweight is Johnny Bedford. Featherweight is Petty Juarez. Oh, that's women's. Okay. Okay. So Bare Knuckles don't have the tweener divisions. Got it. Okay. I'm gonna put the link in early today. Okay. Now I did it Jay Hardcore's way yesterday, and I got it in on the first try. He was backyard, but yeah, they fought Bare Knuckles. What you mean backyard? Backyard. I mean, backyard, is that just like straight up fighting or what? You know, when I fought in the backyard, it was a battle. You could kick, pick up a stick, anything. Backyard. What you mean, Remo? Backyard. What's the difference between backyard and the ring? Okay. Here comes the old lake. Bear with me for a second. I gotta be quiet when I'm typing the link in. Oh no, starting out wrong. It's chilly out here in Maryland today. And yeah, let me mention, I mention every day, keep in mind the hardcore meet and greet. We're waiting on an announcement from Abdul Wahid. We're gonna try to plan our okay, the literally 40 people's backyards, I got you. We're gonna try to plan our our hang on meet and greet around Abdul Wahid's next fight. I hope I'm saying that right. AKA Tank. Okay. And because so many of us live over on the east though, you know. So like almost everybody is live in the eastern part of the country. So most people are like within driving distance. They said it might be DC, you know. Most people are in driving distance of DC. I know I am. I live in the Baltimore area, about 30 minutes outside the city. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm putting a link in. Where is my notebook at? There we go. Today is the 3rd already? Well, you know, it'll be Christmas again. I can't. Oh, that's a joke. Who y'all got in the big heavyweight undisputed, Fury or Usyk? I got Fury. He's just a big dude, man. Just a big guy. it is. Sports bar type move. Oh, I don't know. Go to the fight and take it from there. Yeah, Al Booker. That's all. Planning around the Abdul Wahid fight, and then we'll see. But we're gonna have some things. We're just waiting on that fight date. That's all. We'll be. I'll be in touch with everybody, getting it together. Yeah. Then we got a nice women's fight coming up too. Natasha Jonas and Michaela Mayer getting it on. The boxing is in very good shape again. 24 should be a good year. We got Tank, Abdul Wahid should be getting in the ring early this year. Boots. Talking about Boots and Barrios. Boots having a hard time finding somebody to fight him. But I got Barrios to get in there with him. Yeah. Mario will take all the smoke. He's developing a pretty good resume, Barrios is. You know? I'm trying to get this news up, but it's not working right. Yeah. Barrios got Tank on his resume. He got Keith Thurman on there. About to get Boots. Yeah. And okay. Shakira is calling out Navarrete, huh? Navarrete is at 130, right? I think. That's who I said when we were discussing a good comeback fight for Shakira after De Los Santos. First person I thought of was Navarrete. He's a junior lightweight champion. Shakira is offering Navarrete a title shot at 135. What y'all think about that? Navarrete moving up, taking on Shakira. Shakira needs this fight badly because it's the last one on the contract with Top Rank. He needs this fight bad to increase his marketability for a new contract with Top Rank or another promotional company. I was asking Remo about Shakira re-signing with Top Rank, and Remo said he think he lost his damn mind if he re-signed with Top Rank. I agree, Remo. I agree. Shakira's last performance against De Los Santos was one of the worst of his career. Running from his opponent and being booed all night by the fans. Now, they was booing De Los Santos too, I guess, because he wasn't doing too much. I don't guess. After the way Shakira performed, he's not likely to get the enormous money offers. So he needs Navarrete in a tremendous showing. He's been calling out Lomachenko too. I like that one better. Lomachenko, but Lomachenko is occupied. He's got a fight coming up with Kambosos. But I like that fight, Shakira and Lomachenko. Yeah, I love that one. I would like to see Tank fight Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko would make it last for a while. You know? I really do. Yeah. Now, Top Rank would like to turn Shakira into a star, but he doesn't have the Fran Frilly style. Yeah, Shakur doesn't have a friendly style. Excuse me for 1 second. Something went wrong. Start over. Cat. And that was pretty good. Excuse me. Wow. Cat Sports' other half got that heat blazing. Okay, Al Booger, what you say? You like Shakur Brace Loma too? Yeah, I don't think he will either, Al Booger. Not until Loma is definitely ready to retire. He might make it then, you know. But he don't want to get Loma another loss right now, you know, after the Devin fight. No. The Bob father ain't doing that right now. Cannot. There I go. No, he's not gonna put him in there with Shakur or nobody like that. Tank. I still like Loma though. After Tank and Shakur, I got Loma beating any of those guys at 135. I really do. You know, in my opinion, I rank Loma right behind. I got Tank, Shakur, then Loma at lightweight ranking. Yeah, but they right. Shakur doesn't really have that friendly style, you know. He was calling out Loma for a while, but like you say, Al Booger, Bob just didn't want to do that. The only reason they put her in there with Devin, Loma wanted that undisputed. He almost had it too. He almost had it. Took his foot off the gas in the 12th round. Now I like CONVRSATION. I mentioned him here. He has really had hard luck, man. CONVRSATION, he got robbed against Valdez, and he legitimately lost to Shakur. Then he got robbed again against Navarrete. Was it Navarrete? The last fight. They called it a draw. I thought CONVRSATION did enough to win. And Navarrete was happy to get that draw. You know, he keeps his belt. But yeah, I thought CONVRSATION won that fight. Yeah. No, I don't agree with this. It says Shakur fought the exact same way against CONVRSATION and Oscar Valdez as he did against De Los Santos. No way. He was a little more aggressive in those fights, I thought. But what do they expect Shakur to do? He's 21-0 with 10 knockouts. That's less than a 50% knockout rate, right? So come on. The Navarrete is 38-1 with 31 knockouts. I think Navarrete would move up and fight him. I really do. Yeah. USA versus Mexico. African American against Mexican. That's the fight that sells, man. You know, that's the one that sells. Yes, it is. Yeah, it will create a lot of interest. Navarrete is 28. How old is Shakur? Oh, 26? Yeah, I think. Yeah, Shakur to develop that name, Runner. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of fighters don't want to face that type of fighter. Yeah. So Oscar Valdez never wanted to fight Shakur. Shakur should thank Bud for that fight, because when Bud got that suitcase with Bob, that's when Bob put Valdez in there with Shakur to show he wasn't racist. What happened to the suitcase with Bud and Top Rank? Was it settled, or I mean, everybody just stopped talking about it. Anybody know what happened? Did they squash it? Did Bud win it? I don't know. I just know it was news one day, and then the next day it wasn't news anymore. I don't have any idea what happened to that suitcase. Is it still going on? I'm curious. I would love to know about that. Miss Joette in the building. I didn't see you come in, Miss Joette. Good afternoon. I appreciate you sliding through. And hope you're having a good day. And have a good rest of the day. Salute to Miss Joette in the building. Yeah. What about Queens of the JBT? We have Miss Joette. We have Ezra. We have Cass Sports Other Half. We have Mrs. Just Do. Yeah. Miss Joette is very knowledgeable about this boxing game too. Yeah. I appreciate the women that know the sport, because my wife is one of them. So when I see a woman that really knows her boxing, like a Miss Joette or Miss Just Do, I really appreciate it. You know? Yeah. But salute to Miss Joette. Now, we was talking about Shakur calling out Navarrete, Emmanuel Navarrete, who fights at 130. Shakur is trying to get him to come up to 135. Now, one thing about that, though, Shakur have a good performance. You know, some people are going to say, well, he only fought a guy making his first fight in the division, so I don't know. You know that's going to come up, right? You know, the people that just got to find an excuse, don't want to give a person credit. That's going to be their go-to. If Shakur has that good performance and redeem himself, well, he had to go down and drag a guy from 130, you know, so I don't know. Maybe he should just get somebody that's already at 135. Save Navarrete for later. You know what I mean? Because you know that's going to come up. But I like the fight. But the ideal one, like I said, would be Lomachenko. Yeah. It says if Top Rank can offer Navarrete enough money to make it worth his while to chase Shakur around the ring all night. No, Shakur is not going to do that again. He can't do that back to back. He's going to be a little more aggressive this time. To the extent that he can be, because, you know, Shakur is not a knockout artist. Shakur ain't going to stand in the pocket and slug it out with nobody. What do you expect from the man? You know? But I don't think Navarrete will have to chase him around the ring all night. No. I don't think it's going to be that kind of fight. Navarrete is coming off a war with Rosser Constantino. Really, he did not win. It was a draw, wasn't it? He didn't win no majority decision. That was a draw. Right? I thought it was. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that would be an interesting fight. Shakur and Navarrete. Yeah. I think. Here's Aunt McQueen. What's up, Aunt McQueen?
How are you?
You hear me, Aunt? Oh, fine. How you doing today?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear. I see you outside, looks like. Yeah, majority draw, right. Yeah.
Step outside and go grab my books out the car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Navarrete and CONVRSATION was a majority. CONVRSATION was a majority draw, right? They had majority decision. They had it wrong. I thought so. Yeah, Al Booker corrected it. Majority draw. So what's going on,
I wasn't mad at that decision.
No, me neither. It was
that decision at all.
Yeah, at least they didn't give Navarrete the win. That's what I thought they were going to give him the win. You know, so yeah.
That's typically how it goes in that situation because it would be safe to assume that Navarrete is the guy that they would be looking to continue to build, his profile. So
right. Yeah.
Typically in those situations, that guy, whoever's favored, he's gonna get that majority decision, split decision, that type of deal.
What do you think about Navarrete and Shakur fighting?
I think it's a pretty good fight, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it'll be entertaining for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to be a De Los Santos type performance, I don't think. No. No,
not at all. And partially because of Navarrete, his style. I think that he has the perfect style, which allows Shakur to be offensive. Because Shakur's offense is greatly predicated upon countering. He's not the kind of guy that wants to make a mistake. So when a guy is keeping him honest like that, like De Los Santos was, he's going to minimize his chances.
Yeah, exactly.
Navarrete's going to open up. He's going to throw punches. He's going to allow Shakur to be defensive and to counter him. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to counter him.
Yep. You took the words out of my mouth. Yep, exactly. That's the way I see it too. Yeah. I think it's a good fight for him to redeem itself if he could get the win in it, and move on from the De Los Santos performance. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think that it will give him a little bit more cachet in the public eye.
Yeah.
And it's strange that we're saying that about a performance in which the guy, won and captured another title.
I know
another division too, That was
it's third division.
Third division. So.
Yeah, I know. That's the narrative, though. It is strange, though. It really is.
Yeah, but I think that a fight with Navarrete would definitely cleanse the public's palate.
Yeah,
so to speak.
I wanted to see
him offering enough offense to give Shakur opportunities.
I wanted to see him against Lomachenko. I really did.
We still likely will. I don't see why that fight wouldn't happen.
Yeah, because Loma is fighting Kambosos, right? So I couldn't see why that couldn't happen next. I don't see why they couldn't fight after that.
I think Navarrete is the perfect opponent for him as well, because I also don't feel as though it diminishes Navarrete in any form or fashion if he were to lose to Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, and he's coming up,
his perception taking a hit. He's coming up for one, but also just the type of fighter that he is. I don't think that him losing to Shakur drops his stock at all.
Not at all. You think he would stay at 135 after that?
Who, Navarrete?
Navarrete. Or he just coming up for that
one fight
so.
like
Hector did. So, okay.
I think he should.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you look at his body. It's not like he doesn't really look like a small guy. Shit, he's barely got definition at 130. So
yeah. See what Hector went back down and lost his belt.
Yeah, it happens. But Navarrete, I think that he'll always have a place just because of his style. It's very action-packed and fan-friendly. So win, lose, or draw, I think, you'll be able to see him in a fight with somebody.
Yeah. And he let me see. Navarrete, he has the belt now, right? Yeah. He's one of the champions down there, 130.
Is he?
I think so. Because him and Conceição was fighting for a belt, right?
I can't remember exactly there were any like championship implications around that fight. But
okay.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. I know I watched the fight. I thought it was a good fight.
Yeah.
I definitely like the draw because got a shout out to Stephen Bretman Edwards. You know, one term that he uses a lot that I really enjoy is quiet rounds.
Yeah.
You know, and Conceição, he won all of those rounds. Like all of those rounds
he did.
where there wasn't anything dramatic happening. Like no knockdowns. He controlled the pace and did a great job.
Yeah, I like Conceição.
Navarrete definitely had the bigger moments though because he scored the knockdowns in the fight.
Yeah.
In terms of the action overall. Yeah. Yeah, he did. And he fought well too. He fought valiantly, and it wasn't like he was just in there, you know, just surviving. He was a live dog in that fight.
Yeah.
So
and he won that 12th round too. He had a good 12th round.
Great 12th round.
Yeah, to finish it off. The last
round. One thing I do not like about Conceição, and I hate to continue to say this being broken record, but I just cannot stand the way that dude throws his right hand.
Conceição?
Yes, I hate the way he throws his straight right hand.
Okay.
It just bothers me. It just bothers me so much that a guy.
What do you not like about it?
Just I'll send you a clip. I'll
Okay.
send you a clip to your phone, and then, you know.
All right.
In the chat that we have for Thomas, and you'll see. It's just nasty. It's just,
okay.
it looks like he pushes it. Like he doesn't shoot. It's like he pushes the right hand.
Okay.
It's just ugly. Just like the form, the technique is like it's nasty as hell. Especially considering the level of experience that this guy has.
That he has, yeah. Because he's up in his 30s, isn't he? I mean, Conceição, what, 34
and
something like
from
that?
my understanding, he's got a pretty solid amateur background too. So I'm like, how the hell did this guy make it this far to championship contention to that level? I do think he's a world-class fighter. I mean, he must be if he's in these type of fights with these stakes and implications. So to make it to this level and not be able to like throw a proper right hand, it's like mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, he has a very good resume. Conceição does. He got Valdez, Shakur, Navarrete on it, and he has that other guy. I forgot the other guy he fought.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's also like won medals at like Pan Am Games and stuff like that. Yeah, like world class, like on the amateur circuit as well. So. It's just like amazing to me again that a guy with that type of experience and pedigree that he's just got that nasty ass looking straight right hand. It's like, yo, how did his coaches not clean that up? But aside from that, that's just me nitpicking. I thought his performance was really good. It was very spirited, valiant. Guy fought well.
Yeah, he always does.
Al
Booker set up some kind of setup fighter to be the #1 challenger or something. Okay.
Oh, so an elimination.
Like a title eliminator or something. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. At 130. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know anything about the IBF in the heavyweight division? Because I keep hearing about that Usyk and Fury is not undisputed anymore. So, you hear anything about that?
No, I did not. But while we're on the subject, let me open up my handy dandy MacBook.
Yeah. Because it was something like AJ was supposed to fight Herkovich for the IBF or something, and I thought Fury and Usyk was undisputed.
All right,
yeah.
I'm
it
gonna
could be
go
eliminated.
To
that's
IBF
true.
Right now. I'm gonna go to IBF, go to Champions.
Yeah, I could have missed that. It could be eliminated.
No, it's still Usyk.
iBoxing Hub from the UK is in the building. Salute iBoxing Hub.
I'm on the IBF website as we speak, and they still have Usyk as a champion as of 9/25/21. 9/25. That's my daughter's birthday.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Usyk still. So this fight would still be for undisputed.
Still be undisputed. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome, iBoxing Hub. One of my friends from the UK. He got a pretty good channel too. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I got to make sure I subscribe to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I see where some of the discrepancy may come from with that whole Hergovich Joshua thing.
Yeah.
So Usyk is still the champion, IBF.
Mm-hmm.
Hergovich is the #1 contender.
Okay. Well,
Wallin is second in the rankings.
AJ is
Joshua
second.
Third. No,
Joshua
third.
Okay.
Otto Wallin, he was second. So I'm assuming that they're probably gonna bump Joshua up.
Right.
After that last performance, because they haven't updated the ratings yet. The last time they updated was November.
Okay.
So that means that Joshua's going to be 2 and Hergovich is #1 right now. So
that's what I missed.
Those guys fighting.
Title eliminator, right?
That's probably what exactly. That's probably where that whole IBF thing comes into play.
Yeah, I missed it. I was thinking they're fighting for the title. Probably had to have been a title eliminator. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be next in line to fight the winner of Fury and Usyk. Yeah. I can't wait for the undercard. Because that's in Saudi Arabia too, right? Fury and Usyk.
From my understanding, and you know how the Saudis are doing right now, they're throwing money around like it's going out of style. So they're spending their money like it's got expiration dates on it, like best used by.
I know. Yeah, they always put a lot of heavyweights on their cards too. Seem like I like that.
I want to see Caballero again, man. I really enjoyed his performance.
Oh yeah, I did too. He impressed me more than anybody else on that card was Caballero. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I loved him. Yes.
That had to be one of the most vicious body attacks that I can remember in recent memory. Like he was so consistent with that body attack.
Yeah.
He was great.
That was a guy he was fighting was huge too. That Russian guy.
Yeah. Makhmudov. He's a big guy, man.
He broke him down.
He looked sturdy too, but he broke him down. Those body shots wore him out. I can't remember the last time I've seen a fight where a guy got dropped 3 times to the body.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen one of them in a while. Made him take a knee. I think that first one he took a knee or something, didn't he? Yeah.
He had to, man.
Well, I can't wait.
He had to gather himself. Get his balance.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Caballero again.
Likewise.
That was my first time seeing him.
I'm assuming that they're gonna have to move him up because I'm still on the IBF rankings for the heavyweights, and again, the last time they updated it was November, and in November they had Makhmudov at 7. Makhmudov, I should say. Let me pronounce it.
He was
properly.
7th.
He was
what
7th, and they had
IBF,
and they had Caballero 12th. They had him 12th.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he got to come up some.
He got to go.
Wow.
Got to.
Yes.
He just beat the brakes off this guy.
I know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Al Booger. Yeah, we just figured Al Booger says News Online has an article from November saying the IBF confirmed the belt for the fight. Okay. Yeah, we just figured it out. AJ and Hergovich was probably a title eliminator. Wasn't that Hergovich? That was was number 1,
he's
right?
number 1. Yes. Hergovich is number 1.
Yeah, Al Booger was the title eliminator. Yeah.
Joseph Parker likely moves up too. I'm assuming because he was number 4.
And
Hergovich number 1, Wallin number 2, Joshua's number 3, Parker was 4. They had Jared Anderson at 5, Frank Sanchez at 6. I would like to see them mix it up.
Where did you say Wilder was at? 1?
They didn't even have Wilder on here.
But it didn't? Okay.
That was Otto Wallin at number 2.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Hergovich,
Daniel Dubois was number 8.
Yeah.
Daniel Dubois was number 8. They have Efe Ajagba at 9, and rounding out the top 10, they got Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, so Wallin definitely has to drop. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. He's got to drop. And I would probably put Parker at 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Where's Remo? Remo, you still in the building? Yeah, I would definitely put Parker at 3. What'd you say, Ant?
He's probably got the headphones on, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm excited to see my guy this weekend, man. I can't wait.
What's happening this weekend?
My guy Virgil Ortiz makes his return. I love Virgil Ortiz, man.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna make it this time too because we're into Wednesday, you know. I think he just needed to go to 54. That's all that was, I think. You know, that little illness that kept wearing up on him. Yeah. So he seems fine now, it looks like, you know. And then Lawson, I don't know anything about Lawson, the guy he's fighting, Frederick Lawson.
I don't know much about him either, but I'm gonna watch some his fights in preparation.
Yeah, he's been stopped 3 times. I was looking at his box.
Oh yeah. If he's been stopped 3 times, you can pretty much count this. But then again, you never know what's gonna happen.
That's right, until it happens.
Exactly.
We can
knowing
say
Virgil
probably
Ortiz and how tenacious he is.
Yeah.
I would assume that he would just dispatch this guy fairly easily.
Yeah, Lawson. This is a good fight for him, you know, moving up and coming back. He's been off over a year. Because he didn't
The good thing is that he's still young, man. That's the beautiful thing, that he's still pretty young, Virgil Ortiz. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, I like Virgil too. Yeah. I like his attitude, like, you know. He's I can't think of the right word, but I like Virgil. His demeanor and everything, you know. He's a competitor.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
For me, it extends beyond the performance in the ring with Virgil Ortiz. Like as far as my fandom of his.
Exactly.
Like, I like the way he comes across in interviews and everything.
Yeah.
Even his interactions with fans on social media.
Yeah.
He seems to be a pretty even keel dude.
Yes, he does. And you know, to be young as he is and everything, you know, you don't never hear him talking negative to anybody or anything, you know. Never. He just getting there and does what he has to do, you know.
Yep. He's straight business.
Straight business. I wanted to see that fight between him and Staniotis so bad. That was one I wanted to see.
Oh yeah, I think that would have been a really good one.
Yeah, that would have been fan friendly.
Oh yeah,
but we never got to see it. Yeah.
Especially one time, after that fight that Staniotis had with what's the guy's name, Butayev. I thought that was
oh yeah,
that was a pretty good fight. So
yeah,
that had me excited to see that fight. Ortiz and Staniotis.
Yeah.
You summed it up beautifully, Cass. Fan friendly. That's definitely a fan friendly fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those kind of fights. I think everybody likes those. Yeah. And I haven't heard anything about Staniotis since then. Because one time he backed up against Virgil. He had an appendix or something like that. Remember? He had something go wrong. It wasn't Virgil every time. Staniotis counseled one of them. And I haven't heard anything else from him since then. That was supposed to have been in July. I thought he would have had another fight since then. But nope. Nothing. They
all right, do a Google search on him and see if we got any news on him.
They said that they offered him a boots fight, but he said he needed the tune-up, which I agreed with, because he had been out of the ring for a year too, so that wasn't the time to get in there for boots, you know. But he never had the tune-up either, though. You know, he said he needed the tune-up, but you know, he still didn't even have that.
I definitely appreciate his candor, because not many guys would admit that.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's what he said. Yeah.
I appreciate that. You know, the honesty, because a lot of these guys, you know, they got reputations to uphold. And saying, "Hey, I'm not ready to fight this guy." definitely doesn't
Yeah.
leave the lips of many of these guys. Pause. You know,
No.
it doesn't really happen too often. Most of these guys are very egocentric, and rightfully so. Because I do think that you got to be quite delusional as a fighter.
As a fighter, that's
mindset
right.
that nobody could beat you. Because
what's up, D for the win?
If you ain't got it, it could be difficult.
There's D for the win. Remo.
What do you think about that fight that Remo just mentioned?
Lubin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go with Virgil. After I see him one fight. Yeah, he's doing the right thing, getting this fight here in at 54. Then Lubin wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be a bad fight for him. If he's the same Virgil, I would go with Virgil. You know, the all business workman like Virgil. Yeah, I would pick him over Lubin.
That's a tough one. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is, because
even
though I'm partial to Virgil Ortiz, like I'm a bigger fan of him than I am of
Lubin.
I do think that Lubin showing some growth, man, in that last fight.
Oh yeah, against who was it? Ramos?
Yep.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Because early on in his career, it was all about the power and stuff. Remember, he had nicknamed both of his hands. One hand was Sledge, the other one was Hammer.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, and he's just all about just like knocking cats out. But then he's taken a couple L's, retuned his boxing, recalibrated his boxing, and I think he's done a great job. Is he still with Kevin Cunningham?
I'm not sure.
That was his coach at one point.
You talking about fight of the year? That would be a good candidate, him and Ramos. Everybody was talking about Devin and Loma. That wouldn't be bad. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Wasn't it like a majority decision or something? I think, or a split decision, something like that. It was either one judge had a draw or it was like 2-1 or something like that. Can't remember exactly. It was a real good fight too. A lot of people thought Ramos won, but I think they got it right.
I don't know if that would be a fight of the year for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, Cat. It was a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was like a really good match. I thought it was a really good match. But
you wouldn't put it in the conversation at all? No.
Nah.
Oh man. I thought Ramos
wasn't dramatic enough. It wasn't dramatic enough.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It wasn't dramatic enough.
Yeah.
Damn good fight though, but it just wasn't dramatic enough.
Yeah. Looked like Ramos let up off the gas at the end a little. I think he thought he had it or something. Yeah. He thought he had it or something. I don't know what happened, but
it was bad instruction, man. Bad instruction. Because I remember I had the volume up during the broadcast. And his dad is in his corner, and he's telling him, "Oh, you can ease up. Don't go for it." And this is around like the 6th round or so. So I guess they assume they had it in the bag. Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah.
That was
Cat Sports other half says hydrate. What's up, Cat Sports other half? Yeah. Yeah, Lubin. But that would be a good fight. He says hydrate. What does that mean? But yeah, that's a good one though. Virgil versus Lubin. I like that. Yeah.
That's a good fight.
Or Tim Tszyu.
Or Tim Tszyu?
I always thought about Virgil and Tim Tszyu eventually.
Oh man, that's a barn burner. I can't even lie. That's a great matchup.
And friendly ones.
Neither one of those guys, but neither one of those guys are looking to take a step back. So yeah, that's
neither one of them.
It's a great fight.
That would be a good replacement for Virgil against Stanionis, you know. But I still always wonder what happened to Castano. He just disappeared after the 302, after the second middle fight. He just dropped off the face of the earth. That's crazy.
Agreed. I haven't heard anything from him either.
He was a pretty good fighter. Castano. Yeah. I used to like watching him fight. And that was in 2022, wasn't it? The second male fight, right? Last year, 2022.
It sure was. May 14th.
Yeah, going on 2 years.
It's been over a year. In 4 months, it'll be 2 years out of the ring.
You think that loss hurt him that bad?
I
don't know. Remo says Truck Simpson should call out Fundora.
Man.
He needs a name. Interesting. You think Truck ready for that? I wonder how many fights has Truck had, I wonder. Not many. Truck Simpson. Let me see. You think he ready for that, Remo? Fundora? That would be a big step up. I mean, a big one. What you think about that, Ant? Remo says Truck Simpson should call out Fundora. Wow.
I'm right there. Step up. I'm Truck Simpson's resume right now. The last guy that the last guy he was matched up to fight December 15th it was. He was supposed to fight.
Yeah.
I guess that fight never happened.
Yeah, it didn't go something.
But that guy that he was matched up with, that dude was 26-30.
26-30. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they had almost 60 fights and lost half of them.
Stopped 9 times.
Wow.
So that to me is an indication of where they feel Truck is right now. Maybe not in terms of skill set, but his maturation.
Yeah. D for the win is right. He said Truck needs a fight just to get back off that loss and the injury. Yeah. He needed that one in December, that one that didn't. Yeah.
I don't know.
He lost his last fight, right? Didn't he lose? He lost his last fight, right?
Yeah, he lost his last fight. That was in August.
Yeah. August, right. And they had one scheduled, but then they didn't have it. That was the one, that was last month, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he needed to get that one in. Yeah. But I like Truck. I don't know if he's ready for Fundora yet, Remo.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
he very well maybe. But what you don't want to happen though is for him to take another L. So it's like they got. He's in a tough spot because you want to match him up with somebody that's going to give him some resistance. That's the only way he's going to grow. But you don't want to match him up too much. So now
he's
confidence.
He kind of fading out like Ant. He kind of fading out like.
All right, hold on. Let me disconnect and reconnect my thing.
Okay, you came back. You was good just then. He needs a fight or two in between. Yes, that's true. D for the win. He lost to a tough Mexican, but he tore his shoulder and just had foot surgery. Okay. So that's what happened to the fight last month, Remo. That's why they postponed the injury. Because I didn't know. I never heard a reason or anything. Yeah, that's right. He got to get his name circulating. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I like Truck. Yeah. But I don't know about Fundora. That might be a bad loss right now, Remo. He don't need that. Yeah, you're right, D for the win. He needs a fight or two in between. Exactly. Yeah. Well, there's Ant again. Okay. There we go. All right, Ant. Yep. Now,
yeah, like I was saying, it's even they're in a tough spot with him because you don't want to match him too tough for somebody that could possibly upset him.
Right.
But then there's also got to be the appropriate resistance to where he can grow. Because if you match him in there with a guy that he's going to just be able to completely overpower, that doesn't serve him either.
Yeah. Not doing anything for him, right? Exactly.
At all, yeah.
Yeah. Loma lost, but he's still a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Loma already he's been a Hall of Famer, you know, so
yeah, but Loma's a completely different situation altogether. We're talking about a guy who was like super duper decorated as an amateur. Truck is only 23. Loma didn't turn pro until what, 26?
Yeah.
27? Because he had an extensive amateur background.
Yeah, about 26, I think. Yeah.
That's why Loma was on the fast track. He was fighting for 400 fights. 399-1 as an amateur. He was fighting for a title by his second fight. I don't think that that's what Truck is. You know, it's all like relative. So
totally different. And the Cruz is similar to Loma, the way they starting him out. You know,
I agree. No, I think it's pretty fast. You know, he may not be in fights that have the same stakes. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
Right.
The fight that he's in may not have the same stakes, but like you just said, you pointed out, man, 10 rounders. Most of these guys, they start out in their professional careers, it's 4 rounders, and they progress to 6, and then 8, and then eventually to the 10. Andy Cruz is already cooking with grease. He's already in 10 rounders.
Yeah.
Against guys that have relatively good records too.
I like the move he made going to Boise, going up there to that gym. That was a good move for him there. Yeah, excellent move. Yep,
definitely establishing more of a pro style.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't playing RDD for the win. 10 rounders already. Came out the gate
already.
10.
Yep.
Came in the game with a 10 round.
But he's got to make moves though. Andy's already 27, 28. So
yeah. And he went all the way, didn't he, too, in that first 10 round? Didn't he go all 10? I think. Yeah. Both of them. He got 20 rounds already in 2 fights. Ain't that something?
No, the second one was a stoppage, if I'm not mistaken.
What was it? What round did he stop him in? Yeah, it was a stoppage. Yeah, it was.
I can't remember.
Was it 4 or something like that? I think it was 4th round. Yeah. And then he needed to get right on back in there again. Him and Keyshawn got a fight eventually.
The third round. So he's got 13 rounds under his belt as a pro. Yeah. And that guy was 26, 5-1. His first opponent was 35, 7-3. And the next guy that he's fighting next month is 14-2. So he's already fighting guys with winning records.
Oh, so he is getting right back in there. Okay, next month.
Yep, another 10 rounder in February.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Okay, Andy Cruz. Yeah.
Andy Cruz,
and you know him and Keyshawn. Ain't no way him and Keyshawn don't fight one day, man. But their history, they just gotta fight. Him and Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis. Ain't that his last name? Everybody just call him Keyshawn so much. I'm not sure about his last name. So he got suspended, right? Because of the marijuana thing, Keyshawn?
Yep. He's supposed to be back next month against Pedraza.
Yeah.
Or this month, actually. This month, I believe.
Yeah, I figured it was about up, because that was like July or something.
Like 90 days? 90 days?
90 days, yeah.
So,
okay.
He's supposed to be back in there with Pedraza. Yeah, that's a damn good fight for him.
Yeah.
For both of them, honestly. It'll show us where both guys are.
I like it.
Respectively.
Yeah, Pedraza. I didn't even know that, but I like that one. It's in February.
I think so. If it's not in February, it's this month. Yeah. Let me see, because I don't want to give you any misinformation.
Yeah, I like that. Keyshawn and Pedraza, and he was saying something about Pedraza before too. I think before his last fight, he had mentioned Pedraza. Yeah.
It is officially in February 8th, in Las Vegas.
Okay.
10-rounder. Jose Pedraza.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they turned around that decision in his last fight, though, and gave him a no contest.
I know.
Over some weed. They need to give him his win back.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. So now I ain't got a no contest on his record. Fight that he won.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Pedraza's still at 135, Remo.
Yep.
And Pedraza's got a hell of a resume, man. He's been in there with some damn good fighters.
Yeah. He probably won't ever go past 135. And there,
likely not.
Yeah.
Likely not.
Like Loma.
Because if I'm not mistaken, he started at like 130.
I think it was 130.
I think he started at 130.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a damn good resume. He's got a sneaky good resume.
Yeah. Yes, he does. He got everybody on there.
Yup.
Yes, he does. Very good resume.
For the Javier Molina,
mm-hmm.
Jose Zepeda, Ray Beltran, Antonio Moran, mm-hmm. Lomachenko, Richard Comey, mm-hmm. Arnold Barboza,
all of them. Tank,
Edna Cherry, Michael Farinas. He's got a good resume.
That's a resume there. Yes,
hell of a resume. And you know, the only person to stop him was Tank too.
That was the only one.
He went the distance with Lomachenko. Yeah, he went the distance with Lomachenko.
Yep, one stoppage. Tank. And
only been stopped once. Yep.
Tank stops everybody. So hey, you can't hold that against him. But that is the
people got to start putting respect on that win right there, man. Because Pedraza, man, he got a damn good resume, and he's a champion, and he was a champion too.
I know. Yeah, there's people that don't know too much always when they say Tank ain't fought nobody, man. I don't even really pay.
Not just a champion, but he made defenses too. Because sometimes you see these guys, they might win a vacant belt, and then the second that they make a defense, they end up relinquishing the title. But this guy actually made several defenses.
Yeah.
And he's got wins over quality fighters, guys that were also champions. Like, he knocked my guy out. That broke my heart.
Who was that?
Probably about 11 years ago. Tevin Farmer.
Oh, Tevin, okay.
I just had to think about it. He fought Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, he did.
Tevin Farmer was a champion, too, at 130.
Yeah. I put Pedraza resume up against anybody.
Oh, yeah. Lose or draw.
Remind me of Oscar. That resume Oscar got. You remember? Yeah.
That's a great comparison resume wise. I agree with you 1,000%. Because when you think about a lot of the premier names in the 90s and the 2000s, you can't really find too many of them that Oscar didn't fight.
Not many.
Shane, Mayorga, Hopkins, Trinidad. He fought Mayweather, Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fought everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. He fought my guy Sweet Pea. He fought Sweet Pea.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Hector Camacho. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Yo, your man was fighting everybody. Like, Oscar didn't turn nothing down but his collar. Like, it's a shame that his legacy has almost been reduced to his troubles outside of the ring with the cocaine and then the lingerie and all that stuff. But
that's what people remember
as a
him.
fighter, man,
he got one of them old back in the day resumes. You know,
old school, yes.
Fought everybody, Oscar got one of them.
Oscar wasn't turning down shit, man.
No. And the Olympic gold medalist too, remember?
And the Olympic gold medalist, yes. Fighting everybody, man.
And it's a shame what everybody.
I just forgot he fought against he whooped my guy out, man. Fernando Vargas. I forgot he fought him too.
He sure did.
Like, Oscar fought everybody.
Julio Cesar. Did he fight him?
Yeah, he fought JCC, man. He fought everybody.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
I want to say he fought. I want to say he fought like Ike Corte too. It's like nobody Oscar didn't fight.
Did he fight Ike?
I believe he did.
Golly. He fought so many people. I just forgot some of them. Yeah, that resume is fire. Definitely the best from like 2000 up to now. Nobody can touch.
Oh yeah.
Not even Floyd.
No, but that's why Oscar De La Hoya was the attraction that he was. You know, it wasn't just like he's just like this handsome, charismatic dude. He was laying it on the line too. He was fighting everybody up.
Yeah, he was
like
fighting.
Remo said a moment ago, you know, show me who you are, win or lose. And Oscar was that. Like Oscar was, it didn't matter. Whoever it was, yo, let's line them up.
Did he fight Cotto? Remo said, did he fight Cotto? I can't remember.
No, I don't think he fought Miguel Cotto.
Okay. What's up, Tim Layton? You're late today, Tim. Tim Layton, JBT is in the building. Salute to Tim Layton. Yeah, so he didn't fight Cotto, okay. Yeah. I mean, he fought so many people, man. I'm surprised he's not on there. He didn't fight Juan Manuel, what's his name, Juan? The one that fought Pacquiao 4 times. I can never get his name right. You know what I'm talking about. Juan, one that knocked Pacquiao cold. That's his name. Juan Manuel Marquez. Ain't that his name? Yeah.
Yeah, Marquez. No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, Marquez was too small. Marquez didn't go up to 147 until like later on.
Oh, he sure didn't. Where did him and Floyd fight at? Didn't he fight Floyd?
They fought at 47.
Okay. 47. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Oscar fought everybody. You got to double check when you come up with a name now.
Yeah, it's like, did he fight Joe Frazier? Like, being facetious, but like you said, you really do got to double check because, like, yo, I was going through his resume the other day, and then there are some other guys that he fought, like some champions that that don't really get mentioned nowadays, but these guys were damn good fighters in their own right. Kind of like the Hector Luis Garcias of that era, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's why we got to be careful with the way in which we judge some of these fighters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
like Pedraza, like Pedraza's like that, like.
Yeah, Pedraza, exactly.
And you turn around and say, "Hey, this guy hasn't fought anybody." You're like, damn, he fought damn near everybody.
Once you look at his resume.
Yeah. It's absurd, man.
But yeah, he did remind me of Oscar. All those names he got on there.
Yeah, I knew Pedraza was a good fighter, and he's fought some really good fighters. But I didn't realize his resume was that deep.
No, I didn't either. I sure didn't.
Crazy. And win, lose, or draw. He was in there with some dogs.
He was in there.
And again,
that's right.
You know, for the tank detractors, I just want to point out.
Yeah.
The man was in there with quite a few guys, and the only person to get him up out of there was your boy, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah, and you can't hold that against him getting stopped by a tank, you know. Well, it look like we're coming to the end again. Another good one, though. 357.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you once again.
Oh, likewise. Always a pleasure.
Always. And we'll do it again tomorrow.
We need to do a casual corner, bare knuckle edition.
Yeah. When are we going to do it?
We could do it today at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. I'll be there.
I'm gonna have to make a brand new channel though, because they flagged my other one for violating community guidelines, copyright strikes and infringements and those types of things. So I'm gonna make another channel and then I'll post the link.
Today at 6, right?
I'll send that to a couple guys. Yeah.
Okay.
And we can just watch some bare knuckle.
Today at 6, we're having a casual corner, bare knuckle. Okay. You're gonna post the link right there. Okay, so be on the lookout for that, everybody. 6 o'clock, Ed McQueen's Casual Corner will be doing a bare knuckle edition. Should be good. And appreciate everybody once again. Tim Layton, JBT, D for the win. iBoxing Hub, Miss Joette, Mike Rhyme, Old School, Lonnie Lee, Remo, Al Booger, Bruce Gass, Mike Masick, First one in the building was Cat Sports' other half. And my panelists, once again, attentive Aunt McQueen. Don't forget the Casuals Corner Bare Knuckles edition today at 6 o'clock. And once again, I appreciate everybody for rocking with my growing channel, Remo. I appreciate everybody. Once again, Happy New Year. Just New Boxing. Straight ahead in 1 minute. Cast Sports, y'all. Peace. Have a good day.